Alison Hartson has a new ad for her Senate race against Dianne Feinstein, and it's a doozy.
I'm Alison Hartson, and I've never slept with a porn star. I've also never called anyone a China person, nor am I a Nazi. That's why the media isn't covering my campaign. I've been a public school teacher for 10 years and led a national nonprofit to end political corruption. But that doesn't raise anyone's ratings, so media would rather give billions in free advertising to clowns and actual Nazis. I'm going to fight for Medicare for all, higher wages, and college education for your kids. I'm Alison Hartson, and I approve this message because you deserve somebody who's going to represent you, not corporate donors.
I really like her slogan, or I guess slogans. People over profit, policy over politics. That's perfect. I wish I could take credit for that, but I can't. I didn't come up with that, but I wish I did. People over profit, policy over politics. Yeah. If I ever run for office, Allison, I'm taking that. That's just a great ad. It's just a great ad. It's true. I mean, the media finds right-wing activism, and in fact, far right-wing activism, inherently sexy. They do. Nazism, great example. There's literally a Nazi running for office. There's been a few recently, but a literal Nazi running for office as a Republican in, I think it's California. And so he's been on some of the major networks. Has Allison? Nope. And this is what it is, man. Donald Trump, they preferred to show, and this is even MSNBC and CNN, they preferred to show his empty podium over an actual Bernie Sanders speech happening in real time. Now, that shows that they thrive off of sensationalism, and they thrive off of creating scandals and, without even realize it, making it seem like the far right is sexy. You know, their hair is on fire. Like when I always think back to that commercial about Donald Trump with where I think it was other Republicans who went after him for him cursing. And it was just a long ad with just him cursing over and over and over and over and over. And I kept seeing, they kept talking about it on CNN and MSNBC. And they thought like it was a great ad. Meanwhile, I'm watching it and I'm going, if you know nothing else about Trump and you watch this, everybody would walk away from that going, I like that guy because he's cursing. He's just being a normal person. There was another instance of CNN went nuts and covered it for half a day when Donald Trump was at a rally and said the TPP is going to rape you or like rape the country. The fact that he used the word rape, they invited on all these McFeminists who were like, how dare you use that word? That word evokes a lot of negative emotions in people who've experienced it. And anybody who's watching this who knows nothing about Donald Trump goes, oh, he doesn't want our jobs to be outsourced from the trade deal. Because regular people see the word rape in that context and they understand that it's a stand-in word for, these trade deals are going to destroy you, like kill the middle class. Because we're not, devoid of context. We can look at it and understand, but they just flipped out. Oh my God, he used the word rape. This is the kind of free media where even though it was negative media, where they were trying to take him down, that it actually helped him. So the fact that they didn't cover Bernie Sanders almost at all, and there's been studies tracking this as to how much they cover the different candidates, Bernie Sanders got next to no coverage. Now, if he got any more coverage, be it even negative coverage, he would have fared even better, I think, and maybe even won. Now, obviously, it was rigged against him at the DNC level. That's clear. The WikiLeaks emails prove that. But if they even did negative coverage of him, it would have helped more because that's when people go, oh, what's going on over here? Well, the real enemy of the populist left movement is indifference. And that's what Alison Hartson's pointing out here. She's like, the media will not cover me. Why? Because, I don't know, maybe I led an organization that's trying to end corruption in America, that's trying to get money out of the system and have publicly financed elections and get an amendment to the Constitution. There's nothing sexy about that now, is there? There's nothing scandalous or sensationalistic about that. That's just the right thing to do, and it's a great thing to have on your record, and it's a great thing to be crusading for. And then she says, I'm for Medicare for all. I'm for free college. I'm going to fight for these things that are going to help your families. So they're not going to cover me. That's true. That's true. And this should be a fucking wake-up call to the media, but it won't be. It won't be. Because, you're not serious unless you get the blessing of the establishment. That's really the mindset. And that's why in every article about this election, they leave out virtually every candidate. The only ones they'll talk about, Dianne Feinstein, and every now and then Kevin De Leon, because Kevin De Leon is the second establishment candidate. So you have Dianne Feinstein, who's just is the establishment, and then you have Kevin De Leon, who would like to be the establishment. And so all the non-establishment candidates, shut up. No talking about them. So that's why we got to work around the corporate media. We got to work around all these inherent built-in biases. So, Alison Hartson, you got to go vote for her.